We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Zac Bruney Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head football coach Zac Bruney. And Zach, a wild win for you guys on Saturday. Last-second touchdown to get over West Virginia State. Talk about that game and kind of the momentum it gives you guys.
Well, it was a great game, and we've been involved with quite a few close games this year. We've won a couple and we've lost a few tight ball games, and it was good for our guys to kind of get that win. It was needed. Yeah, it was needed. Back and forth game. They played really well. You could see why they were undefeated in the conference coming in, and receiving votes in the top 25. And they had a good record at 5-1. Our guys were resilient and gritty and tough, and we've preached for the last month or so just finding one more possession, one more play, being good for one more quarter to kind of give us that close win that we were battling for those few weeks where we lost a few close games.
And talk about that last drive, how it kind of came together. You guys get the ball on your own 25, drive down the field. Talk about that drive and kind of how it came together.
Well, you practice it. You practice 2 minute. You practice 1 timeout, 2 timeouts, no timeouts, time and score. Our guys kind of said it in the huddle before going out for the first play. We've done this. Dason Horse, number 8, he was a 5th-year senior. He goes, we've been doing this practice-wise for 5 years. Let's go out and execute. And they did. They executed really well. Some timely throws, some really good routes, some really good pass protection. Got us, get first downs, and we were able to get the clock stopped with the first down under 2-minute rule, and we got out of bounds some when we needed to, but it was very, very well executed. We were behind the 8 ball a little bit on the last drive on defense because we could have stopped them and held them to a field goal, but we made the decision on the sideline. Coach Game and the defensive staff, myself, we had to let them score. You see that sometimes, and you don't want that to happen. But for us to have an opportunity to get the ball back with enough time, we were out of timeouts. We couldn't stop it anymore. They could have bled the clock all the way down to under 30 seconds possibly if they wanted to try a field goal. So really good job by our defensive staff communicating with our defensive players how we wanted to finish that drive off by giving them an opportunity to score, but it allowed us to get the ball back with plenty of time to get a drive for a touchdown, and really proud of our guys execution-wise.
And obviously Trey Holloway's been a spark for you guys on special teams, on offense, at a big game against West Virginia State. He takes home MEC Offensive Player of the Week honors. Talk about him and kind of the impact he's had.
Well, Trey's a good player, and he's been around our program, and he's highly, highly improved. He's worked very hard in the off-season. He's worked very hard in the summers. Working on his skill set. He's always had a lot of talent, but this year that is, it's coming to the forefront because he's been in the program and he's developed the right way. He's bought in. He's, like I said, he's stronger and he's faster than he was 2 or 3 years ago. His skill set is better after lots of practice and sharpening his skills with the quarterbacks, and he has an impact in both the offensive room and also the special teams room, and he's had a very good season. Our offense played really, really well on Saturday collectively. Quarterback room played great. Running backs produced. Receiver room produced. Not just Trey, but some of the guys, Chris and Dason and Rico and Colin. They had a really good day in our offensive line. Paved the way for over 200 yards passing and over 200 yards rushing, and that was our key to success.
And then on the defensive side, you guys really played bend, don't break out there. Justin McElwain had a big game with 2 interceptions and the pick 6. Talk about the defensive side and kind of how those guys were able to be as resilient as they were.
They made plays. They made big plays and provided us opportunities to get the ball back. We controlled the game from a time of possession standpoint, and that happens when you win the turnover battle. We won the turnover battle +1. 3 great interceptions by the secondary. Justin with a pick 6. The complementary football was there. We've been working on it. We've been preaching about it. Playing complementary football. Defense giving the offense more opportunities. Offense controlling the ball more. Not putting the defense in bad situations with turnovers or 3-and-outs. Special teams being able to control field position. We won the special teams field position battle on Saturday in both the punt and the kickoff, which is what we preach about every Sunday in our team meetings. So it was a complete team effort. The defense did a great job. They're a very good offense. State had a very good offense. The offensive teams in the league right now are producing at a high rate, and that's kind of the way of college football right now. There's a lot of high-scoring, high-powered offenses. So if you can turn the ball over and play good third down defense, which we did, we held them to 4-13 on third down, 31% under 30% is a defense getting off the field on money down. That leads to a lot of success in getting your offense back out on the field and controlling the game from a time of possession standpoint.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head football coach Zac Bruney. And Zac, with the win under your belt, you're going to face another top team in the conference in Frostburg State. Talk about this matchup on Thursday and kind of what you're seeing from the Bobcats.
Well, another really good team on film. Another top 25 type of program. They've been very good now for the past 6 years, kind of being one of the standards in our program from our conference from a success standpoint. They're good. They have good players. They have good coaches. They have good personnel. They present a big challenge. Our guys are preparing hard. It's a short week for both teams. We both played on Saturday. Now we go and flip the page and get into a Thursday night game. So the preparation for both teams, I'm sure this week in a short week is going to be different but the same. They have all conference type players on both sides of the ball. They have a couple very good running backs. The quarterback has been playing very well. Their offensive line has always been a staple with their program. And then defensively, they have a good front six, and they have a very good boundary corner that's been around for a while. Their secondary is fast and aggressive. The safeties get downhill and tackle. So another good team with a lot of good personnel, and we'll have to play our best football for 4 full quarters to have an opportunity to win on Thursday night.
And obviously a big game outside of just the matchup. It's going to be a televised game in the region, a night game on Thursday. Talk about how you guys handle all the kind of fanfare that's going to be around the game with the TV cameras and everything like that.
Well, you try to ignore it a little bit, right? You just try to play the game and get ready for the game as it presents itself. All the other stuff is great for the fans, families, media involvement. All that stuff's great, and it gets to, gives our program and our university a chance to kind of be in a standalone opportunity on a Thursday night within our conference, in a regionally televised game. It's great for the university itself, the athletic department, and our program as a whole. But as far as our team is concerned, we just have to focus on the task at hand and just going out there at 7 o'clock on Thursday night between the lines and trying to be the best version of ourselves. It is fun and exciting to think about, but that is one of the things that you want to kind of just block out and ignore, kind of like the ignore the noise mantra and those sorts of things. But we see it as a great opportunity, and hopefully we can, be our best on Thursday night.
And finally, as you guys head down this final stretch of the season, what's your message to your team at this point as you continue to battle and try to fight for one of those top spots in the conference by season's end?
Well, just finding ways to get one play, one drive, one quarter, one game better each and every week. Be 1-0, 1% in something. Talk to our guys a lot about improving steadily in everything that they're doing, anything that they're doing. Their practice habits, the way they hydrate, the way they lift weights during the week in our in-season lifting programs, the way they go to class, the way they approach their study habits. All those little things that, don't seem to matter actually really matter when it comes time for a long season over, 13, 14, 15 weeks if you include the preseason, right? So just finding ways to steadily improve one play, one drive, one possession, one quarter, one game at a time, and getting 1% better in something.
Thanks, Zac. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zac Ziegler.
We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.